Hey everyone, I'm Zay and welcome to the Research Graph channel. Today I'm going to talk about Medium. So Medium is an online platform for articles and blogs, and I'm also going to show you how to write a Medium article that really catches people's attention. Alright, let's get started. So, what is Medium exactly? It's an online space where everyone publishes articles and blogs. For reader, there are three main parts: the homepage, the article page, and the interaction area. Let's quickly take a look and check out what Medium looks like. All right, here's the homepage. If you're logged in, you'll see a bunch of recommended articles just for you, and let's click on one and take a look. How about this one? Google just a wild agent space. So we are brought to the article page. You can see the title, the author, the content, and ways to interact, like giving claps or leaving a comment. Now let's focus on how the article is shown on the homepage, just like this part, since that's the first thing readers notice. Let's go back to these slides. All right. So on the homepage, an article comes with the title and the subtitle like this. And trust me, the title's quality can make or break whether someone gets interested. Then there's the header image right next to the title. People are naturally drawn to images, so a great header image really helps pull readers in. And then let's look at the icon under the title. So the star on the far left tells you that the article is for paid members only, meaning that free users can't read the full article. On the right, you'll see the date, the number of claps, and the comments. The fun fact is, each account can give up to 50 claps per article. So the clap count isn't the number of people who clapped. It's more like the overall enthusiasm. So more claps means your article is popular, and that could draw even more readers to article. So these are the things a reader sees. Now let's switch gears and look at what matters most for you as an author. So as an author, you care about how many people read your work. And in your article stats, you'll see the total views and reads, and even where your traffic is coming from. So let's break it down. The first thing is views. Views count every person who clicks your article. Some might just skim and leave, and while others might read it all the way through. And second one is reads. On the other hand, count the people who stick around for at least 30 seconds. So it tells you that getting someone to click isn't enough. You want them to actually read your work. Now that you have got a good idea of how Medium works, and let's talk about what you gain from writing. Not just more traffic, but personal growth too. Writing AI articles is not just about attracting readers. It's also about growing yourself. When you write, you deepen your understanding of the latest AI trends, get practical experience, and even use simple methods like the Phenom technique to put yourself in a positive cycle of learning new things. So the best part is knowing your work might help someone around the world or even reach thousands of readers. That gives you a huge sense of achievement. This positive cycle pushes you to learn more and improve your skills. It's not just sharing knowledge, it's also about advancing yourself. Here's a quick tip: always keep your audience in mind. Not everyone has a computer science background or is an AI expert. So, when writing, please avoid overly technical terms. If you bring up stuff like LLM or neural networks, be sure to explain them in plain language, just like you'd explain something to your curious friend. Next up, let's talk about the types of articles you can create. I like to split them into two big categories: what and how. To keep it simple, I break it down further into three styles: news, tutorials, and research and tech introductions. These are not just strict boxes. They often mix together. So, for example, a tutorial might include some news, or a tech intro could be blended into how to guide. Think of these styles just tools in your toolkit. So start with one, then experiment by mixing in bits from others. Flexibility is the key. Now let's look at each type with some examples. First, let's talk about news style articles. These are all about grabbing attention with the latest updates in AI, like new model releases, breaking through products, or innovative technology. The focus here is on being timely and exciting. So these are some examples, like DeepSeek R1. DeepSeek R1 just beats OpenAI's O1, and like ByteDance released an open source model, and like a performance overview for some new models, things like that. News article can cover innovations, products, models, technologies, or discoveries. They are meant to be new, trending, cutting edge, and impactful. But since many news articles can feel the same, so it's super important for you to add your own twist and stay original. Don't just copy what others are saying. Now let's move on to tutorials. This type is a big deal because it's all about practical, hands-on content. Tutorial keeps readers engaged for a long time, and they may even come back to check the steps again and again. From my experience, tutorial usually gets more views, but they also take more time to put things together. You need a useful topic, and you have to break down every step in detail. So you have got to try everything out first by yourself. Only original, meaningful tutorials make for a great article. So on the screen, you can see that these are some examples for tutorial articles. There are some how-to articles, and like the Flexible One guide, and to build something like a rag from scratch. So let's dive into what makes a solid tutorial. Tutorial articles can be DIY projects, step-by-step guides, workshops, or hands-on experience. They should be super detailed, beginner-friendly, and laid out clearly. Most importantly, they must be original. I've used my old Flexible One tutorial as an example to show you what a good tutorial might include. So here you will see two images of the article's table of contents. First, the article starts with a list of websites where readers can try Flexible One for free. This can attract those looking for free resources. Then, each stage of the articles has its own clear heading. This makes it easy for readers to follow the overall process and quickly find the part they need, whether it's installing Comfy UI, or downloading components, or like running the model. So clear headings also help search engines to pick up your articles, which means that there will be more traffic for you. Tutorials usually have a lot of steps, so using bullet points or numbered lists really helps to keep things clear. And if you run into any errors while testing, note down the error messages and how you'll fix them. In that way, you can help readers if they hit the same errors. Whenever you include code, make sure to give ready-to-use code in the Markdown code block. And if the code requires installing dependencies or setting up an environment, explain those steps in detail. The idea is to make it super easy for your readers to just copy and paste and get going. And there will be a lot of screenshots in your articles. So when you are doing a screenshot, you can add some annotations on the screenshot, like the arrows or the boxes that will make it clear for readers to understand. The key to a great tutorial is getting your hands dirty. Only by trying things out yourself can you read a really helpful guide. Here are some tips I use. The first one is prepare a workspace. Before you start, set up a document to record everything you do. Do your research so you know exactly what to expect. Second one is document the process. As you go, take screenshots, make GIFs, or jot down notes. This helps when you read the step-by-step part later. And the third one is make it reader friendly. Always keep the reader in mind. Explain your choices and mention alternatives so they can pick the method that works best for them. And the fourth one is explain each step. Give a short explanation of why each step matters. This will build trust and makes your guide easier to follow. So the last one is get your readers. So for longer articles, help your readers find the parts most relevant to them. So in short, be thoughtful and always aim to make things as easy as possible for your readers. Let me share a little story about finding unique angle. Once, a colleague and I were both writing about Llama 3.2. Her piece was a straight news article with a lot of buzz. So to avoid repeating her work and still catch some attention, I looked for a fresh twist. I found out that Llama 3.2 has some big optimizations for mobile devices, and I got curious about running it on the phone. So that curiosity led me to create a tutorial on running Llama 3.2 on Android. A week later, my article actually got more views. So finding a creative angle really does pay off. Next up is the research and tech introduction style. This tab is pretty broad and it can be in-depth analysis, explanation, and introduction, even a paper review. Unlike news article, it's less about what's new and more about diving deep into technologies and research behind it. So these articles are not just about which company dropped a new product, or they are about exploring a specific technology or research topic in detail. As you can see on the screen, these are some examples of research style articles. So there can be some paper about the GAN, why GAN is now popular again, and like a CAG. This is a better alternative to RAG. So why it's better than the RAG? AI is moving fast, and there are tons of ways to keep up with the latest news. I'll share some common sources and platforms so you can use them for both getting info and promoting your articles. Your sources can be news media, social media, newsletter, and official blogs. All like TechCrunch, The Verge, or The Information are great examples. Then there's X, arguably the faster way to catch breaking news in AI. By following industry influencers and big companies, you'll get the scoop right away. Platforms like Hacker News, LinkedIn, and Reddit works similarly. They are not they don't only keep you updated. They also help promote your articles. And don't forget about the tech giant like OpenAI and Meta. They often share their latest updates on their blogs. So this is an awesome way for in-depth info. From my experience, articles that get traffic from search engines usually get way more views than those seen only on Medium. So getting your article rank high in search results is super important, even though people are using tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity nowadays. So now we're gonna focus on SEO for Google. So what's SEO all about? SEO is simply the art of using techniques to boost the article's ranking in search results. This includes improving your content quality, structuring your articles well, and managing your links, both internal and external. First, you need to understand what search engine like. So then you can tweak your article to match those preferences. For example, search engines like Google use crawlers to scan and index new pages. So they look at your article's title, structure, and content, especially its originality and how valuable it is to readers, plus tags and metadata and internal links. So they also check out the overall quality of the site, like reputation, speed, and mobile compatibility. And since Medium handles a lot of technical parts for you, so you just need to focus on making your article awesome. Now let's talk about choosing a good topic. Your topic shows up in your title, and it really affects whether someone clicks on your article. So how do you pick one? I recommend using three tools: Google Trends, SEMrush, and Answer the Public. But before that, let's cover an important idea: long tail keywords. Long tail keywords are combinations of words that are not your main target keywords, but they are still related and can drive traffic. They usually have low search volumes and the numbers can fluctuate. But the people they attract tend to be more interested because they're looking for something specific. In fact, if your target is a lot of long tail keywords, you can drive a ton of traffic overall. For example, if your target keywords are Facebook, iPad, and jobs, long tail examples will be how to make a Facebook page, magnetic iPad case, or remote marketing jobs. Okay, that's all for long tail keywords. Now let's check out Google Trends. Google Trends lets you see what keywords are hot and how trends are changing, and even gives you search indexes. You can also see keywords data across different regions. Let's open the website and see what exactly is on it. All right, this is the homepage of Google Trends. So as you can see, you can type in the keywords you are curious about in here, and let's scroll down. So there's also some practice and like some tutorials on the bottom of the page. Okay, let's try some keywords to try it out. So how about ChatGPT? ChatGPT. All right. Okay, so let's change the regions to worldwide and change the time to past 7 days. There's a lot of choice for you to choose. There are a lot of filters to to choose, and as you can see that, so ChatGPT is really popular in worldwide. And scroll down, you might notice that this is world map on this page, and you can see the indices for each country. And also you can see that DeepSeek is on the bottom of the page, which is related keywords. So it shows that DeepSeek is getting some attention. So let's add the DeepSeek as a comparison keyword. So by that, you can compare different keywords and see how they goes in the same chart. So as you can see that DeepSeek is not as popular as ChatGPT, but it goes to the when it comes to China, you can see the search interest is up to 100, which means that it is really popular in China. So this is basically what Google Trends looks like. It has so many useful tools for you to do a research about keywords. And let's go back to slides. Okay, next, we have SEMrush. This tool offers richer data and more features than Google Trends. Some features need a paid plan, but I think free version is pretty handy. So let's head over to SEMrush. Just FYI, you need to register a free plan first to use it. All right, this is SEMrush. So I have already like searched for DeepSeek on the keyword overview. So you can see that it shows a lot of related long tail keywords and questions that can spark new ideas. And if you are interested, there are plenty of more to explore on SEMrush. And it also like shows the basic volume and global volume by grouped by the regions, some data of like this, just like a Google Trends. So, but I think the long tail keywords part is pretty good. Overall, it can also add some comparison keywords, just like the Google Trends. All right, let's go back to slides. So next one is answer the public. So it's similar to the other tools and gives you the keyword data, but we focus on generating keywords, phrases, and long tail ideas. When you visit this website, you will have three chances for free queries. So this is not allowed for those heavy users, but it's still useful for individual authors. So I already searched for DeepSeek in the also the public, as you can see that there's also search volumes, and the best part for this website I think is the view. So you can see this is the view with most common questions asked by people, along with there's also a list view like this. So as you can see that for example, many people are asking if DeepSeek server is down or it's been banned, things like that. So this is a really good website for you to know about the questions are asking for these keywords. Let's go back to the slides. All right, this is the answer the public. So aside from having a catchy title and quality content, having a good format is key for SEO. So first, you need to keep your title short and clear. It should directly reflect your content and include keywords to boost your search ranking. Then use clear subtitles like H2s or H3s to help readers skim your article. Don't go too deep with the sub levels. Aim for no more than we say 3 levels. So including keywords and your subtitles can also help with the SEO. Keep your paragraph short and your sentence clear. This makes your article easy to read. For any uncommon abbreviations or technical terms, give it a full term and a simple explanation. Your introductions should also like quickly tell readers that what they are going to learn from this article. When listing key points, use bullet points or number lists so readers can easily grab the important info. It's also good. It's also a good idea to add multiple multimedia like images, videos, or charts and GIFs. Make sure that your images have captions to boost appeal and keep readers engaged. External links can add credibility, but don't overdo it. Link to your own articles sometimes to keep the readers on your site. Finally, wrap up your article with a strong conclusion that reinforce the main points. And also use tags and categories to make your article easier to find. Here's a simple article framework template. So it starts with an eye-catching header image that fits your topic, then add some popular tags, and next follow a clear structure from introduction to conclusion with the proper headings. Lastly, include a section for your references or sources. Now let's talk about some tools I used for making GIFs and taking screenshots. These tools let you record and edit GIFs, capture screenshots, and quickly add annotations. They also help you compress GIFs and images. So these are super useful for tutorials and demos, since animated images can make explanation a lot more clearer. For example, I use Screen to GIF. It allows you to record and edit GIFs frame by frame, and it's free. If you only need basic recording, Lenscap is a great simple option. When it comes to screenshots, I highly recommend Snippet Paste. It's quick and let you add simple annotations like arrows, boxes, and text on it. And if your images or GIFs are too large, you can use online tools like TinyPNG or EasyGIF to compress them. All right, let's wrap things up. Today we went over how Medium works, from understanding views and reads to exploring different types of articles like news, tutorials, and research and tech introductions. I also shared some of my favorite info sources and platforms for promotion. Delve into SEO with a few topic selection tools, and finally, give you a rundown of some handy media tools. That's it for today's session. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tech tutorials. See you next time.